But since you're such a good person to everyone, I think that you giving that energy off has attributed to a lot of your success. I mean, I don't know if you could crack a smile for us on camera real quick and show everybody what your biggest asset is.
I'm trying.
You gotta get comfortable with us, man. What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining us today. We're here with Benz Jean. He is not only one of the most impressive investors that I've ever met, but he's also a longtime friend. I met Benz a very long time ago, and we were like kids, man, back then. When I met Benz, he had a whole bunch of properties. All of them were foreclosing, but fast forward to today, you have so many rental properties, flips. You've learned a lot, I could say, through the years. So,
yes.
First of all, just Benz, take a moment, introduce yourself.
Again, my name is Benz Jean, and I'm a real estate investor. I'm here. I could consider Louis as my mentor, who mentored me into this business to make me the man that I am today.
Yeah, well, Benz, one of the reasons I wanted to have you on today is because obviously everybody wants to know what's going on in the market? What's the pulse of the market right now? Are things going to continue to be as they are? Are they going to keep improving? Do you think they're going to get worse? Do you think we're headed for another crash? You're doing a lot. You have your ear to the street a lot. So what do you think is going to happen pretty soon?
Well, for me, it's really unpredictable. Every day I wake up, I see the way the market is turning out. Today, I might think that the market is at the highest peak, but when I look at different areas, and it's like the market is basically doing bad, but I would say in my area where I mostly do most of my business, it's definitely at a peak right now.
Why would you say the market's doing bad? It's softening up?
Softening up, but how would I say this? Even though they open up the market as far as credit and finance, but properties there's not as much as inventory that you would be expected, but I would definitely say it's softening up though.
What is the niche market? When you say your area, what do you mean, your location or your
location.
Price, or your price?
My location and pricing.
Where is that? Give us an idea.
I do most of my business in Union County, Essex County, and Middlesex County.
Yeah.
So that's where I do most of my business. The prices are definitely high in those areas, but when I'm watching TV or watching CNN, it's definitely a different perspective.
Yeah. Do you see that the single-family market is where you need to be, multifamily? What are you sticking to more, or is it more just a price point?
For me, I'm sticking more to the single families right now because I didn't have a good experience doing a lot of multi-families, and I stick to the singles, and with the singles, I don't really have any problem with selling my properties. They selling quick, and the price is a little bit high, but then as an investor, if I do a great job in rehabbing it, I don't think I'm gonna have any problem selling it.
How much more do you think you're paying for a property today than you were a year ago?
A year ago, I was about $30,000 to $50,000 more.
More. Are you selling it for about the same now?
No, I'm selling for a little bit more. So what I have been doing for myself, I have been not creating my own market. I know what kind of product that I put out there. So I'm very competitive to the other big guys who are doing it. And then, I would say that my prices, like when I first buy the properties, the price that I anticipated to sell the property, I usually sell it more for like about $10,000 more, $20,000 more. Yes.
Okay. Good. So what are you doing? Fix and flip? Are you doing any holds, any rentals?
I'm doing fix and flip. The rentals that I already have, I have them for many years, and I'm not purchasing any buy and hold right now, so I'm more focusing on the fix and flip.
Okay. What do you see that you're going to be doing in the future? Are you going to continue this fix and flip path, or are you going to continue to switch your business around?
I'm going to continue doing the fix and flip, and right now I'm at a point in my life I want to give back to the community, help other people understand real estate, that you have ups and downs. You have times, you have success, and also there's some failures into the real estate market.
Sure.
I want to more so teach other people about real estate so they can understand the value of real estate. It's not so much about making money, but right now I'm at a point of giving back to the community.
Sure. So let's talk about that for a minute, bro. So when I met you, you were not the person you are today. If you would have stopped back then when you were losing all your properties, you would have never been where you are today. I mean, it's your birthday today. Congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
We're here on your boat, you know? Yeah,
I'm here. We're celebrating.
I mentioned you were working for a spice company. Now you're here. You know, we're navigating the Hudson. So, bro, you come a long way. But tell us, what is it that pushed you into real estate? What is it that really got you going through those early steps when you didn't know if you were going to make it or if this was right for you?
For me, at the beginning, it was kind of tough. I always knew I wanted to be in finance, not per se real estate. But after I met you, you introduced me to this business. I had a passion for it. And I knew I was determined. And then with you pushing me, telling me, you think I could do better than the job that I was doing, regular 9 to 5, working at the spice company. But since you mentored me in a way, and then with my own passion, so I went in blind to understand the value of this business. I had my failures just made me a better man today.
You were an investor when I met you, working at a spice company, then you transitioned into doing mortgages, and then you said at one point or another, you know what, I'm done with this mortgage stuff. I want to go all in into doing investments. At what point did that come across to you?
I would say I started really doing the investment when the market crashed in 2007, 2009. At that point, I was kind of like burned out, you know, as a loan officer. Didn't know which way to go with the market. I was more like a stated loan officer.
Yeah.
And now the market became back with FHA, and then you got traditional loans. I really didn't understand the market, but when I look at the big guys buying all these short sales and flipping them, making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in 3 to 4 months, it kind of encouraged me to do it. And I always liked the idea of puzzle, like putting things together. So I look at it, you purchase a property, you got to rehab it, then put it in the market and wait for it to sell. That kind of gives me the idea or the passion of wanting to do real estate, and then I know the money will come later on.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of people who are watching us today, they want to know, Benz, where do you find all your good deals? I mean, that's one of the biggest pieces of the puzzle. How is it that someone out there can find a good deal nowadays?
For me, it's more about the relationship. I have created a lot of good relationship along the years, never burn my bridges, and with my relationship, I'm always getting good deals, whether it's word of mouth or whether if it's a past client, somebody that I've done business with in the past when I was a loan officer, or sometimes I purchase from the auction. I do a lot of online auctions, but more so, most of my deals is coming from word of mouth, which is other people that I have done business with.
Well, listen, man, I know that watching this video, I don't think our audience can really understand how much of a genuine person you are, how much of a nice, giving person you are, but I think that plays a big part in your success, because a real estate agent or wherever you're sourcing your deals from, they have options who to give their deals to. But since you're such a good person to everyone, I think that you giving that energy off has attributed to a lot of your success. I mean, I don't know if you could crack a smile for us on camera real quick and show everybody what your biggest asset is.
I'm trying.
You gotta get comfortable with us, man.
I definitely would be comfortable and open up a little. So for me, it's more so about loyalty. Yeah. And my word is my word. Whenever I do a business with a person, it's always on a handshake, not so much on paperwork. I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy. I learn everything, like, you know, especially with my nationality, me being Haitian, or growing up, or, you know, I learn a lot of ways, you know. You got to learn to do business naturally, you know, with your mind, with your heart, and able to trust people. And then for me, it's always been working.
Yeah. Well, Benz, I don't know if you mind me sharing some of your past and the stories that I know about you.
Go ahead. I don't mind.
Benz, you told me one time when you came to this country, you lived in a basement apartment. You lived in a room in a basement, not even an apartment. And you used to pay $400 a month for rent.
Yes,
Benz,
that is so true. Now, you bring that up.
Now, Benz, you own houses now you don't even live in.
That is correct. It's God, you know, I feel like that I'm very blessed. None of these things would have happened without God guidance to put me to that path. And then it makes me a better person, knowing where I came from and knowing where I'm going. You know, like you said, I live in a basement. I live in a rooming house in Roselle. I live in Elizabeth, in you know, in a basement. Look at myself right now. Some of these things makes me the man that I am today.
Absolutely, brother. So today, the person you are today, obviously you're like me, you never want to stop, you're never comfortable, never settle. What's on the horizon right now for Benz?
What's more on the horizon for me right now, I want to be, like I said earlier, I want to be able to give back. I want to do a master class. I want to start doing mentorship, showing people how to invest in real estate, and then explain to them, like, you know, some of my failures, some of my success, the mistakes that I made, so they don't go down the same path and make the same mistakes.
Absolutely, that has a lot of value. Now, you were telling me there's people that are already throwing money at you. You're not even ready yet.
Yes, that is correct. It's like something that happened unexpectedly. I put the idea out to the universe that I wanted to do master class, but so far it's been almost 2 months. I already have 3 students who's willing to let me honored. I'm honored to mentor these students, and then, you know, I want to be able to do a lot more to give back to the community.
Yeah, you're not even ready. That's amazing, man.
It's not even ready. I think it's more so has to do with who I am as a person, me being loyal, and my passion for the business.
So I guess the point I'm trying to make is the person that Benz was when he lived in a basement apartment, in a studio apartment in a basement, would he have ever thought that there were going to be people throwing money at him? They would cover your whole year's rent, basically, without even having a product to give them yet. It's amazing what the world gives you if we ask for it.
Well, not in a million years. Not in a million years. I never think that big. I always think big, but where it is right now, where my life is, I never imagined in any kind of way that life would have been what it is today.
Yeah. Well, brother, I mean, your story is amazing. I don't want to take up too much of your time because it is your birthday today, and I do want to let you get back to enjoying your party. But I do want to let the audience know, where can they find out more about Benz Jean and about your masterclass?
Well, to find out a little bit about my masterclass, they could visit me on my website, MrBenzJean.com, and also they could visit me. I have 2 offices located in Linden, 225 Northwood Avenue in Linden. We're right on top of the Chase Manhattan Bank, and the name of my company is Lakai Homes, and I also own a credit company as well. So they could visit me at any of those companies, and every day I'm out hustling, you know, visiting my sites, my property sites, and I'm easy to find.
Yeah.
And if they need the phone number to reach me, it would be 908-925-2308.
Now, guys, I just want to let you know, Benz is such a reputable person. I've never met anyone like him in my life. I consider him like a brother. He's the type of person, if he owes you money, he's going to chase you down until he gives you that money, and he's not going to let you rest. So, Benz, I can speak about you being a trustworthy person, but thank you very much for giving me the honor today. I've been tracking you down to get this interview.
Finally.
After so many years, bro, thank you so much for honoring me.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I want to thank you. Yeah. Not only happy birthday, it's also your birthday as well. That was your birthday. Happy birthday as well. Okay?
You're amazing,
Thank
brother.
you.
Thank you so much. You're inspiration. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for another Culture Cast very soon. Benz, you're the man. Let's enjoy the party.
Thank you, brother.